You also pointed out that this is not a case of a couple of police state bureaucrats engineering a scheme to try to get Trump. It had to have been coordinated at a much higher level. Walk me through your hypothesis, or how do you think this kind of went down from A to B to C to D? Who do you think started it? And did Hillary start it and recruit Obama into it? How do you think it happened?
I think this is what happened, Dinesh. I think that every 4 years, the most highly anticipated and highly watched event around the world isn't the World Cup, it's not the Super Bowl, it's not the World Series, it's the US presidential election season. I think every single country around the world has an interest, one way or another, in who that man or woman is that ascends to the Oval Office. And we go back in time, we have to remember what the political climate looked like in 2015 and 2016. We had the Obama administration essentially forcing these unfair trade practices and agreements on the American people, from the Trans-Pacific Partnership to this new agreement that they wanted with the United Kingdom, should they remain in the European Union. Then, of course, going to the United Kingdom, you had Brexit. And of course, Donald Trump, candidate Trump, was the only candidate who was an advocate or a major proponent of the United Kingdom leaving the European Union. Then, of course, you had a candidate who didn't want war with Russia and actually wanted NATO to pay their own fair share. So just on the economic sides and the foreign policy, military industrial complex, and the globalist issues when it came to Brexit, European Union, supranational entities controlling sovereignty vis-a-vis nationalistic policies, you could understand why there were many countries involved with the Hillary Clinton campaign and, of course, the Obama administration. Now, when it comes to vested interests, those countries certainly had a vested interest in Hillary Clinton winning, but so did Barack Obama. Hillary Clinton would have been Barack Obama's third term before, of course, Joe Biden became his ultimate third term in the disaster that we unfortunately lived these past 4 years. So I think when you look at the climate and you look at how high the stakes were for that third term for Obama, that is why I think the CIA and the FBI with these foreign governments involved themselves in spying not only on Trump's campaign, and there have been reports that other campaigns were targeted too, from Ted Cruz to Ben Carson, who I was an advisor for before Trump's campaign. So I think that is the motivation of why these countries and these agencies got involved. And it simply has to do with both money and power and continuing the failed socialist totalitarian concept that started under Obama. And fortunately, Trump stopped.
Do you think, George, just as I survey events around the world, it looks to me that what I thought was a kind of disease or pathology within American politics appears to be part of a wider phenomenon. I mean, look at the efforts to put Bolsonaro in prison in Brazil. Look at what we just learned about France, where Marine Le Pen is the leading candidate for the presidential election. They go after her on some relative technicality. She's supposedly diverting EU funds, not to herself, but to her political party inside of France, which, by the way, the rival party did also. But in her case, she is getting a potential prison term and she can't run again. She's banned from running. We've seen this in other countries as well. So is this part of now a playbook of the global left?
You read my mind, Dinesh, with how you with what you just articulated, and this is what was happening in 2016. The 2016 campaign and a populist nationalist candidate like Donald Trump, who was targeted, was the guinea pig for these type of efforts to subvert Western-style democracy, to use big tech, the media, and the intelligence community in a collusion effort to take down candidates or ideas or parties that these groups simply did not like. Of course, we survived that onslaught of this by the grace of God, I think, or by a miracle. Donald Trump actually won in 2016 with all of those odds against him. He survived what he survived, of course, with the assassination attempts, the witch hunts against him this past election, and he won again. But and he's a very strong person. He's a very strong leader. And I think he was able to combat the deep state's effort to take him out. On the
Tariff wars, recession fears, stubborn inflation. In this strange environment, gold has been routinely hitting all-time highs. In volatile markets like right now, don't sit on the sidelines with your head in the sand. Take control, safeguard your savings. And this is why so many Americans today are turning to Birch Gold Group like Debbie and I have. They've helped tens of thousands convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in physical gold. Is it time for you to find out if you can hedge against inflation and economic instability with gold? To learn how to own physical gold in a tax-sheltered account, text Dinesh to 989898. Birch Gold will send you a free, no-obligation information kit. Again, text my name Dinesh to the number 989898. Birch Gold has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, countless 5-star reviews. I count on Birch Gold to help me protect my savings with gold, and you can too. Text Dinesh to 989898 today.